Hi everybody. All right, so today I'm really excited to be teaching you this lesson. It's one of my favorites. Today we're going to be talking about ratios and proportions. We are in section 3.9, and again, I'd like you to go ahead and put the date on the top. And I know that a lot of you have seen ratios and proportions a lot, but we're going to be making them harder now. And we're going to use them in real life examples. Proportions and ratios can really just help us answer so many different types of problems in geometry, in pre-calculus, in algebra 2, and in real life. So I really like teaching ratios and proportions. But first we have to define what a ratio is. A ratio is just a comparison, and you guys have your note sheets, so a comparison of two or more quantities, so two quantities, okay? Yes, and some ratios can actually compare more than two quantities, but for now we're going to compare two quantities. It can be expressed as a fraction, it often is. It's often expressed as a fraction, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, there's lots of ways. We could say if something's 34 in the ratio of 34 to 10, we could write it like that. We could also write that as 34 over 10. And we could write that as 34 dot 10, okay? So basically these mean all the same thing. Now you do have to be careful. If I say 34 to 10, you can't write the fraction with 10 on the top. The numerator always has to be the first one that comes in to the left of the 2, okay? All right, so that's a ratio. Now a proportion is slightly different. A proportion is actually two equal ratios. So a proportion might look something like 34 over 10 equals 17 over 5. Now that's a completed proportion. And the left side, if it's reduced, should look like the right, or the right side, if it's reduced, should look like the left, because they are equal. So we need to make sure that we understand that. We're using this concept of equal to help us solve different problems. Okay. Several ways to solve proportions. So let's look at, and I want to go back here 1 second. One thing I forgot is that sometimes proportions are written as part to part, and sometimes they're written as part to whole. And I'm going to discuss that when we get into word problems, because we have to be really careful about how we read our word problems, okay?